Once upon a time, long before billionaires, banks, or Bitcoin, there was you. Just you and a whole bunch of very sweaty, very loud, very hairy prehistoric humans. It was the age of trade. People didn't buy or sell things. They traded them. You wanted a goat? You had to trade your best axe for it. You wanted some berries? Hope you had some fish. You wanted to marry someone's daughter? Better show up with 7 mammoth tusks, a good attitude, and no lice. Life was confusing. You could never be sure how much anything was really worth. Like, was a chicken really worth the same as a sharp rock? What if the chicken had attitude? What if the rock sparkled? Barter system, they called it. You called it complete prehistoric nonsense. Because you had a dream of a better way. A universal thing everyone could want. A single item that said, hey, this has value, even though you can't eat it, throw it, or use it to shave your back hair. That's when it happened. One sunny morning, while picking your toenails by the river, you found it. A flat, shiny, round object buried in the mud. It looked cool. It felt important. It didn't smell too bad. You held it up to the sky like it was the chosen one. And just like that, history changed. Behold, you shouted, to no one in particular, the Trade Rock 2.0. You marched into the local market square, which was just 3 logs and a fire pit, and announced your new system. No more swapping goats for bark. No more trading socks for snails. From now on, we trade using this. The crowd stared. Someone grunted. Someone else picked their nose. Then, someone whispered the magic word. Oh! Hey, shiny! Boom! That was it. The moment money was born. Day 1. You bought a stick for your shiny coin. Day 2. You sold that stick for 2 shiny coins. Day 3. You opened the world's first startup. Cave Pay. Everyone wanted in. Your shiny coins became the hottest thing since fire. No one cared what they were made of. Bronze, gold, pressed mashed potatoes. As long as they were round and shiny. You were rich. You built the first financial institution. The Bank of Ugh. People lined up to store their coins, even though there were no doors, locks, or guards. Just you, sitting on the pile with a suspicious smile. Then came the problems. First, counterfeiters. People started making fake shiny rocks out of beetle shells and tree sap. One guy made a coin out of fossilized squirrel poop. It even had your face on it. Second, inflation. One day, a shiny coin bought you a whole deer. A week later, it barely bought a burnt mushroom. Third, taxes. The local chief decided everyone had to pay a stone wealth contribution fee. You invented accountants. Then you invented excuses. Then you invented crying under your fur blanket at night. Eventually, society collapsed under the weight of too many coins, too much greed, and one extremely annoying guy who kept shouting, "Invest in mammoth futures." You realized maybe, just maybe, inventing money wasn't the smartest idea, but it was too late. Money had taken over. No one would trade for anything unless shiny coins were involved. Even love. Even firewood. Even friendship. So what happened to you? You retreated to the mountains, became a legend, and lived the rest of your life shouting, "I told you so," to squirrels. And that is how history would have changed. But wait. The story doesn't end there. Because years later, bored in your mountain cave, you decided to pay a visit to the modern world, just to check in. You put on your old fur hoodie, strapped your sandals made of bark, and time traveled straight into the 21st century. You invented time travel using coins and a suspiciously radioactive mushroom. Long story. You arrived in the middle of a shopping mall. Big mistake. Everywhere you looked, sales, discounts, flash deals, people waving plastic cards and scanning phones to buy coffee with extra foam. You pulled out your ancient coin and showed it to a teenager. He said, "Is that a bottle cap?" You tried to buy a sandwich. The cashier asked, "Credit or debit?" You said, "Rock." They called security. Fast forward a few hours. You're in a police station explaining to an officer that you're the founder of the global financial system. He rolls his eyes and offers you a coupon for a free financial literacy course. Humiliated, you walked back into your cave, sat down on a rock, and sighed. Maybe people never actually got smarter. They just got shinier tools to spend money they don't have, on things they don't need, to impress people they don't even like. And you thought prehistoric people were dumb. So you carved a message into the cave wall for future generations. I made money. Then money made chaos. Now everyone's broke. My bad. Top. And that's really how history would have changed if you were the first person to discover money.